He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
They're on 15-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
At the 25-yard line.
Down, 50 flag. Check, 55, come on. Go. I got one. Go. Tighten up. Watch the edge. Mike, 55. Right there. In the middle. 55.
On second down, it's Gibson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The Redskins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Undercrunch. That's it.
Now Haskins. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
To throw on third down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. That's a 25-yard line.
On second down now, Akers. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a give right side. Akers. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Come on. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to go.
Now Haskins, third and long. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go one more. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. A spin. Able to push his way through. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
2nd and inches at the 25-yard line.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You ain't echo.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
50's the mic. Hey, I can't reach. Hey, let's go. No.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check safety. Hurry. Mike's 50.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And to give this time to the tailback, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
And his first carry, he loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 16-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Kill, kill, kill.
On third down, Akers, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Let's go. 50 on the bench. Check 55 to Mike. Go. Go. Check 24. Check 24.
Now Haskins to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Haskins will throw, and this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Mayfield now, eluding the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Haskins.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Check, 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 check.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Akers. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Check, 53. Hey, echo. 53 is Mike. You. 53 is Mike. 53, check 53.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At their 48-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, this is Janovich. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Out. Christian, Travis. You got tape.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 47-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well,
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, no man. Oh, there with the pants, thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, Odell with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard